Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Writer's Mind. I'm your host, Evie by Lois, and today I just want to talk about finishing our story. It sounds so simple. It sounds so out there, like, well, obviously you want to finish your story, right? Well, here's the thing: it's hard. It can be so hard, because we fall in this mindset. We can read a book in a day, a week, whatever, and so we trick our minds thinking, oh yeah, I can write that in a couple hours. I can write that in a day, a week. And then we sit down and we start to do it. And we find out quickly that we cannot write. We usually can't write a book in a day, a week or so. Some can. And if you can, I've done novellas in a day, but an actual full book, I don't know about that. But, some can. More power to them. Teach me a superpower, please. I wouldn't mind that. But for the first hardest thing we had to do is we start to doubt ourselves. I say we get in there to get the points like, what am I doing? Is this going to be worth it? Will people read this? Oh my God, this is, we do the whole thing like, this is trash. I had this idea. I can't do this. Oh my God, it's horrible. No one will read this. And, we do the whole doubting thing. We get right ourselves in court. We don't know how to get out of it. We just lock up. And that's what I did. My first book, Call Up a Poseidon. I had it written. Oh, what I have. I probably had it maybe 80% written. And I don't know, I just couldn't figure what I was doing. I had that. I'm like, is this going to be good? Can I convey my thoughts right? Do I want to bother with this? It was just so much easier. Like, you know what? Maybe I'm just an idiot. I will never be, anything. It's more anything. People won't enjoy this. I won't be able to be anything in my life. This is just not the, the whole self-doubt thing. And one day I said, I'm like, you know what? I want to finish this. It's just a mind switch. I'm thinking, because a large part of my life, I didn't finish things. I would start, I have great ideas. I get bored. I move on. But this was different. I wasn't bored. I liked the storytelling. I always liked story. I always liked, reading and writing. And this time I was thinking, like, I've had so many things in my life that I did not complete for reasons, whether like sports, whether it's injuries or I get bored or I'll be lazy or, get that tomorrow. And you tell your parents that and you try to keep skating. And I just thought to think, you know what, this time I want to finish this. I didn't want to leave regrets. I wanted to give that a shot, because you never know if you don't take that shot. And I thought, you know what, out of all the regrets in my life, we all have tons of regrets. That's one regret I don't want to have, because I have full control over this. That's why I chose self-publishing. The buck stops with me. It's not someone else's fault if it doesn't work. It's not that fault. I'm responsible. And this one time, I wanted to finish it. I'm like, I control this. This is me. I want to finish this. If for no other reason than for myself. I sat down. I didn't finish the book right away. I actually rewrote the whole book from beginning to end. I would just have the document open. I copy and paste the segment in another document, and put space at the top, and I would just start rewriting it. And as I rewrite the section, I delete that section. As I read through it, so I'm making a paragraph into a page, page into a chapter. I mean, I'm expanding. I'm not suddenly kind of get the flow going. And then I wrote myself in the corner. My favorite character. I'm not going to say who. For anyone who hasn't read it, I'm not going to spoil it. But my favorite character. I had a choice to make. I made a choice. It sucks. There was, a death involved. I killed my first darling. And that basically helped the book. It made the rest flow. And I finished it, and all of a sudden it became easier. And that's the biggest thing. Once we get that one done, it becomes so much easier to complete others. We'll lose our way. We'll have ideas that won't work out. It's like, okay, yeah, this sounded cool at the time. Now it's not working. And that's where we end up like 10,000 notebooks or 10,000 files on our computers. Because we'll go back to revisit them. It's like almost the biggest lie in the world. Because really, I haven't gone back to revisit most of them. I hope others have. And if you have, great. More, keep rocking you. But that's the thing. We finish that one. That opens a door. And that door is pretty freaking awesome. So, we all have our doubts. We all have our moments. Reach out to other authors. If you need to reach out to others, reach out to me, anyone you want to. talk about it. Your readers look forward to the book. Sometimes it feels like pressure, but it's a good pressure, because people want to read your stuff. But reach out. We all have these problems. We all go through this. We'll pretend we don't. A lot of us will pretend we don't. That everything's hunky dory. We're perfect. It's all good. But we're all in this boat together. It is what it is. We need to support each other. So we all have these problems. We all have these issues. So let's share with the world, and let's help each other rise up and take that step, complete that project. You said you can't take that first step. It's a huge step. It can be a painful step, but it's worth it in the end. All right, so let's keep plugging away at it. Let's keep making our dreams come true. And let me know in the comments below. What do you do to get over that hump? Do you have any tricks with it? Do you just kind of muscle through it? Do you talk to people? Let me know in the comments below, or share your stories in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. As always, thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great one.